simulator, and I will be driving your train. So yeah, so this is my first video on this channel, and I want to get everything set up and everything, and this is just going to be a little bit of a test. You know, I am trying some new stuff out, and yeah, what better of a game to do than Train Simulator. So let's just open the doors, and we will be going to King's Cross, so that's 00100, and then E, so that's going to King's Cross. And this is an 8 coach train, is it? Yes, it's 8 coach. So let's just turn that there, and let's turn the line light off, and let's just put this down, and then take off the brakes to 25%. And yeah, we've got this side of the cab set up, and now we're going to need to go to the other side of the cab. So let's, I think it's control and equals, yeah it is. And let's just go to this side of the cab, turn the tail lights on, and we got 00100, and I think we've got some AI as well. This is the Armstrong powerhouse. I don't know what we've got here. We've got a HST right there. So yeah, I do apologise if you do hear, like, you know, not here, if you do see my my cursor like right here, and that's because I'm using the NVIDIA Shadow Play, because I have an NVIDIA graphics card and an i5. Look at that. Look at that beauty, the East Coast. Ah, finally. Some, it's unfortunate that East Coast is going to go soon. It's kind of virgin, and, you know, I've seen a lot of East Coast trains, and, you know, I've kind of gotten attached to them, and, you know, it's just one of those things that you have to say goodbye to. So, it's really unfortunate that East Coast has to go, and, you know, Virgin are going to take over. Tell me what you think in the comments below if you are sort of interested in that. I know a lot of you guys might live on the East Coast main line and all of that. So yeah, so we're just waiting for our booked departure time. What is it? F1. Departure time is 44, so we should be leaving in a second. The only thing I really hate about having a condenser mic is, like, you can't really see your keyboard very well. So yeah, so my mic which I am using right now is a Behringer C1U USB microphone. I didn't want to get a full-on one which you had to have the mixer for, because I find all that complicated and all that. And now it's time to go, and let's press R to close the doors. And I really do love the door animation on here. So let's just turn the brakes off, and what I usually do is I usually go 25% on, but on here I'm going to go up to 1 mile per hour, and then I am going to go 50% on here, and then when it goes to 10 miles per hour I will go to step 3. That's one thing that I really hate about this train, is like the acceleration's a little sort of, you know, it's meant to be realistic, and I understand that. And yeah, so now we are departing Welwyn Garden City. We are bound to King's Cross, and how are we going to fit an 8-car in Hatfield? If you haven't really played this game, or, you know, you get this route with 2015 anyway, and looks like a 365 is overtaking us, screw you. But yeah, so if you haven't played this this route in particular, you'll realise that some of the stations are rather small, and Hatfield is one of them. I've never actually been this way in real life. I've just travelled across the Hatfield Loop line, and that's where I'm situated, across the Hatfield Loop line. I saw one of those like a couple of weeks ago. You see a lot of them, like with the different sort of power cars, not the ones that come with the game. It's like the East Coast ones, which I think Armstrong Powerhouse have provided, I'm not sure. But yeah, so we're just going to Hatfield. I'm not sure, like, because I've tried putting an 8 coach onto Hatfield before, and it didn't work, and it didn't really go very well. So I also want to say that I will be trying my best to upload in 60 FPS. If I do get a bit of like frame rate in the game, like frame rate lag, I will just have it to normal 30 FPS. But hopefully we will be able to upload in 60 FPS. Now I have a better CPU. God, it's like my dream come true. I've always wanted a decent CPU, and I apologise if I stutter a little bit. I do have a tiny bit of a problem, and I know what you're probably thinking. You're probably thinking, then why are you making YouTube videos? You're stuttering and all that. It happens on occasion, okay? Everyone has a sort of stutter sometimes, and unfortunately it happens. It's not really frequent. I don't actually like suffer it as bad as some people would do, but it is something which can really affect your videos. So yes, we're gonna go. I think we're gonna start braking around half a mile away from Hatfield. I've been to Hatfield a lot of times, but not by train, by like car, because like people had birthday parties there and all that. But yeah, let's just take the lever off. All we have a bloody gradient, and now let's start braking. I think we're gonna have to go in step 2 for this. We can't go very fast into the station. I'd say 30 miles per hour is a good sort of braking sort of speed, because like if you go too fast, then you're probably more likely to overrun the station than you are to actually get into the station normally. Which, you know, some trains have really good braking, and some trains you really have to brake from a distance, such as the Class 91 or the 220 Voyager, which I'm really disappointed to see. I know there's a lot of people probably agreeing with me right now, but there is a Just Trains version, which is much better than anything that Dovetail Games would develop. I'm not saying that Dovetail Games develop bad stuff. I'm just saying that most of their DLC has been rather disappointing, especially with Nair 321. That's why Armstrong Powerhouse made this 321. And am I gonna make it? Yes, I am. But unfortunately, we're like gonna overrun a little bit. Oh, that's a little bit derpy, but luckily we are not playing on a career scenario. And so another 365. I need to install some more liveries on here. I do have some liveries which I want to use, and I'm really thinking of that. I didn't brake. See, this is what happens if you're trying to commentate and you're trying to go into a station. A real train driver would probably have a better sort of understanding of this. But yeah, it's only, I suppose, one coach is better than like 3 or 4 or 2 or whatever, however many coaches you'll overrun by. There's a lot of HSTs. I know you see a lot of HSTs, and they are really loud. This is obviously the default sounds, and you know, I have tried to turn it down. It's just like I think I need to turn down the other option, and now we need to shut the doors because we are departing from why the hell is it sending us to Potter's Bar? Is this like, no, you cannot fit a train like this on Potter's Bar. I'm sorry, if you've ever been to Potter's Bar, you can only really get 6 coaches on there at maximum. Well, you can technically get an 8 coach, but on this game, if you do play this game, you will understand that some of the doors don't open, and that is something that is really buggy with this game, and I wish that it was fixed. And you know, there's a lot of people out there that agree with me and all that. So you're probably wondering, why am I not putting it on 100%? Well, as I am trying to drive it as sort of professionally as possible, I'm not going to go speeding, because you know what I mean by speeding is I mean going like top notch and all that, and you know, not being able to control your speed. And you know, it's very rare that you'd go like top notch on a train, unless it was like a fast service and then like you had a really slow sort of acceleration train. You probably would go to 100%. I suppose it is there for a reason, I suppose, but you know, it does do damage to the engine. And we have another HST coming past. I think we're just going to be seeing those HSTs, and I stuttered there again. It's something I need to improve on, but hopefully my commentary should be better. It's the first video, so you know, you are kind of expecting it to be a little crappy. You know, I'm not intending on it to be crappy. I'm actually intending on it to be like really good. And let's just get a little bit of a thumbnail going on here, shall we? And let's do F12. turn it around. There we go. There we go. Oh, lovely, lovely. Lovely, lovely. Let's just take that again. And my computer's lagging a tiny little bit, which is a little bad. Let's just go into cab view. I almost forgot to like take a picture for like the thumbnail. I was like, I need a picture of the thumbnail, of course. I could have actually done it while I was at Welwyn Garden City, but who actually gives us stuff anyway? So yeah, we're not going to be stopping at Brookman's Park, or is it Wood Green? It's not Wood Green, that's the animal shelter. We're stopping at Wood Green to pick up some dogs. So we've got to slow down to 55 miles per hour soon. Potter's Bar. You know, you do have this two-tone brake, not two-tone brake, two-tone horn. 3, 2, 1, 420. 420, man. 420. How did I not see that? But it's just wonderful having my setting on high, because I used to actually, when I was like playing this with my old pen gym. Oh shit, I'm speeding. Let's just turn down the brake a little bit, and let's just, you know, just try and get the speed to where it's not going to drop as much. And I actually do need to stop, actually. Yeah, well, not really stop, but I mean slowing down. Do get news terms muddled up sometimes, like a lot of people do, and it is natural. I would love to go in one of these cabs. I know there are quite a few videos. I'm gonna go down to 50 miles per hour, just so you know it doesn't really make it very bumpy. And I know what I did forget to do. I did forget to turn on the bloody not cabin lights. Where's another 3, 2, 1? The saloon lights in there, which is a little embarrassing, but you know I always forget to do it because I'm always used to it, like all the lights being on and everything. So yeah, you know, it is a really beautiful train though. I have seen one of these actually before, and it does look a lot better. It's like I saw it while I was at Stevenage like the other week as well. I see a lot of trains around Stevenage. I've seen a lot of Class 180s that need to be. Well, Class 180s do need to be in the game because I know it's not really like East Coast or Great Northern, but first haul trains do use them, and it would be nice to sort of implement these trains into the game. You know, I've never been on one of them, but they are obviously high-speed trains, and who doesn't like a high-speed train? Apart from those people who actually have to drive them. It's like, I really, really respect those people that have to drive the HSTs and all that, because they have to know a lot. And you know, if you ask the train drivers and they like the job, and they're most likely to say no, because they've probably been working on like the railway since BR days and all that. And I'm not saying anything bad about train drivers. I know I have seen like a few sort of programs about like the railway, and you know, you do get a lot of these depressed drivers and all that. And you know, like the area where I live, rail travel isn't really the most primary sort of mode of transport. It's mainly cars or bus. And we've got another 365. I love this. We're just about leaving Hertfordshire. This is, I think Potter's Bar is on the border of Hertfordshire, if I'm not mistaken. And going into London in a second. We just need to make sure that everything. And I was actually meant to stop earlier, but no. Oh shite! Let's not overrun. Please don't overrun. Don't overrun. No. That was my mistake for not paying attention. Oh god, I can never pay attention. Anyway, most of these doors don't open at Potter's Bar anyway. That's why I didn't actually want to stop here, because I knew that this would have happened, and you know, only a select couple of doors would have opened. That's one thing that does need to be fixed. Even though there is a waiting room right here, it still doesn't mean that you can't open the door or anything here, to be honest. And I am a little late, but luckily we're not playing on career. We're just doing this Armstrong Powerhouse scenario, and let's just close the doors. It's a beautiful sound, that is. So let's just go. So So if you want to know how to do the two-tone horn, all you gotta do is just press the space key and then B for like the oh, we've got another 365. Oh yeah. Let's just hope, like, you know, it was kind of like, oh, we got another 365. Oh man, this feels so cool. Oh man, this is why I love this game. I love this game because of the AI. I know it's meant to be for you like driving trains and all that, but you can't resist the AI. The AI is just absolute brilliant. And you know, if you have a decent PC, then you could probably get like decent graphics like this. You see these shadows, it just makes the game more authentic, I suppose. You know, Dovetail games do work hard to actually make this game as authentic as possible, as well as making it as fun as possible. Because obviously you need to have a bit of fun while actually driving trains. Who wouldn't want to have fun driving trains? Trains are like the funnest things to drive if you haven't been like lured into like the depression trap or anything. Which I'm not saying like all train drivers are depressed, as I have said before. But yeah, trains are really beautiful. I have to admit that. Trains are just some of the most beautiful things. Oh my god, course warning before opening. Ensure wiper dash control, whatever it is right there. See, Armstrong Powerhouse do bloody make their things realistic. I kind of missed the two-tone horn. That's the thing I hate about having a condenser mic. But you know, if you want better sounding quality on your audio, I would recommend you would get a condenser mic, because it does really pay off in the future, especially if you know you're using a old headset. That's kind of the lesson I learned, to be honest. You know, headsets, they're good for starting off, and you know, if you do want to go, you do want to kind of get a condenser mic, especially a, you know, I wouldn't say like cheap things are always good, but you know, I bought this at Christmas for around 30-40 quid, and you know, it's done me really well. I've only had it for a few weeks because, like, you know, YOLO. Why am I saying YOLO? I don't know. It's good that we don't have any. What? How I fail these? Driver only operated these once passengers have. Oh come on! Just because I've came in a tiny little bit late or overrun. That's what you get. Let's just turn. Actually, no, because we're going into the tunnel. If you do play this game, do tell me if you do get any lag when like you have the lights on, because I know I get a bit of lag, especially when the lights are on. The headlights are fine, but just turning on like the cab lights really do affect your FPS up quite a bit. And I could tell I'm from Powerhouse don't know this route very well, because you know, these services would usually be held by things like 317s. So I know 317s aren't in the game unless you download that sort of 317 that was made like ages ago. But yeah, Dovetail games really do need to sort of like complete most of these routes, because they do bring out a lot of these routes, which they're really good, and they're really good, and they spend their time making all these routes and all that. But there's just one sort of problem: they don't actually make the route as a full. And they try. I know they're trying to get money and all that, and I know it's hard having a business, and I know it's hard trying to make money out of stuff. But you do have to admit, this. If you do buy DLC, it is rather overpriced, and that's one thing that does put me off. And mistake me if I'm wrong. Sorry, my words up again. Why am I? I'm going loopy. It's like 9 o'clock already, and I know 9 o'clock isn't that late, and I realise that, and you know, but I'm kind of used to going to bed like really early. Oh, we're not gonna hit the nail on the head, are we? Oh well. So yeah, I really think that the light engine needs to be improved, and you know, in this game, of course, I do kind of jump from topic to topic, but I do need to actually kind of address these things because they are kind of important. And we've got another 420. We've got is Armstrong Powerhouse just telling us to blaze it. So yeah. So how many stops have we got? We got bloody hell. We got like 5 to 9. We've got 4 more stops. Technically 3 more stops until we get the King's Cross. Oh man. Right, let's just press R. I always forget this because it's driver operated. So let's just turn the brakes off. Oh yeah, the Traverser. The lovely sounding Traverser. I might go from 50% now, actually, to be honest, because I am kind of running a little late. Did I get that? Yes, I did. Luckily this isn't Korea, so I'm kind of lucky for that. And you know, it's a wonderful horn this train has. I can't resist. You can't resist. You know, if you're ever in a train, if you ever want to drive a train, all you want to do is just like honk the horn, unless you have to actually yeah, unless you're having like a bit of fun. You know, train spotters do really like drivers actually paying attention to them. I know the drivers are meant to be concentrating on the rail, but you know, just doing a little thing like playing the horn, or well, not really playing the horn, sounding the horn, does make people feel happy. And you know, we do associate trains with like high speed and horns and all that, and it is like a really cool. Oh, wait a second, what happened? Is that like